Welcome back to Smarter Than Yesterday. Today's guest embodies grit, discipline, and high-pressure performance.
Now, Addie has served as an army medic for 6 years, completed some of the toughest military courses, including P Company, and has evolved into a competitive runner and a Hyrox athlete.
And her story highlights what it means to push limits, stay composed under stress, and build resilience that lasts. Afternoon, Addie. How you doing?
Afternoon. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. What have you been up to this morning?
So this morning, Saturday morning, is Parkrun day.
Yeah.
Quite a habit for myself, always trying to do Parkrun. But we did the Queenswood edition this morning, and really good course and really enjoyed it. Did it with my family.
Nice.
And it was a great morning.
The little sister, wasn't it? Did I say?
It was, yeah. I ran it with my sister. She's scarily getting quite quick now, so she'll be catching up with me in no time.
Do you reckon? How old is she?
She's 10 now.
10.
But yeah, she's getting quicker.
Were you running that fast at that age?
No, I wasn't. No, so I'm a bit scared. I think she'll be catching up with me in no time.
You
but
reckon?
yeah, she does athletics and everything, so
Yeah.
she's going to be an athlete.
Brilliant.
So you weren't running at 10. Addie, just give us a little introduction to yourself, who you are, what you do, and where you're from, and then we're going to get into a few more questions to hopefully dive into that a little bit more, if that's all right.
Yeah, so I joined the military when I was 17 years old. Currently serving as an army medical technician. Currently based in Colchester, and I've been there ever since 2020, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you went in quite early then?
Yeah, so I was halfway through sixth form. I initially wanted to go into accountancy, and I was in sixth form at the time, Hereford sixth form, and I was like, I'm just not enjoying this anymore. And I kind of like always watched the documentaries on TV and kind of like thought, oh, this looks like pretty something cool that I want to do. And I just kind of like bit the bullet, and I was like, I'm just going to give it a go. I've got nothing to lose, and I've been here ever since.
Why medical? Why go into that?
It's something that's always interested me, and like the humanitarian aid and being able to help people. Like, I feel like it gives me a real purpose and something that I really enjoy day to day, and like being able to like just help people. It just kind of gives you like a sense of achievement, and like I feel like I'm actually doing something.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll touch into that in a bit more, and in terms of how you've used that medic throughout practicing and that. So the sort of motivation was based around just sixth form not being something that suits you. I can relate to that. It's just it seems very like driven in that one direction for a lot of people, doesn't it? And then there was that switch and that mindset to go, let's just give this a try. Was there like, when you sort of pressed the application, was there like, oh, have I done the right thing here?
Yeah, slightly. I actually kind of just did it by myself. Like, I currently wasn't enjoying sixth form, and I'd kind of like mentioned it to my parents, and they knew, obviously I've grown up with quite an outdoor background, like being in the hills and outside and loving all that. And I think it just hit me, and I was like, I don't want an office job. I don't want to be stuck in the office. Like, I want to actually do something. I want to go somewhere and like do something meaningful. Yeah. And yeah, I clicked that button, signed up, and it kind of was like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? But yeah, I did it, went through the process, and well, yeah.
Well, talk us through the process then. So basic training. Yeah,
so basic training in Purbright, Surrey. That is 40, yeah. Posh area that. Yeah. That's 14 weeks. I think it might have changed now, potentially like 10, 12 weeks, but 14 weeks at the time. I was in a winter intake as well, so as it is now, it was freezing most of the time on exercise. Completed phase 1 training, and then I went to Lichfield near Birmingham for my trade training, which is where we do all like the medical training, go through all the modules and exams, and then once that you do that, I think that was like 6 to 8 months, then you come out as like a semi-qualified medic and then push out to your unit, and that's when I went to Colchester in October 2020.
Cool.
October 2020, Colchester, and that's where you're based now?
It is, yes. Yeah. So same place. I posted there as a private, and then have since promoted and just posted back into the same barracks.
Yeah, so I was in for a few years in Colchester, and I was in always like that's prison. If you still say Colchester, then you're a prison.
Yeah. Yeah, still there.
Why was that? Is that still a term that you hear now, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's just, well, we use the term like collie. That's what we shorten it to, and like, if you're in collie, like, it's either you're in camp or you're in the prison. Like, it's either good or it's not.
So you talk about basic training there. What level of fitness were you before you went in? And was there a period of time where you were like, right, I've got to get ready for this?
So I grew up with a running background. My dad is obviously a keen runner in the running club, and I kind of always followed in his footsteps. I went along to all the races he went to, and I'd like partake in the junior races or like the fun runs at the time. And I just really loved it. I was getting better, and there weren't many juniors doing it at the time. So like I'd win quite a lot of my age categories, and I was like, wow, this is like really fun. Kept pursuing that. And eventually when I was 16, I could like properly compete. So my initial fitness going in was quite good. However, like I didn't have that strength training. Like that was something I'd never done, never touched the gym or anything. So I kind of like, before I joined, kind of panicked, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm not going to be able to do any weights. Like you got to obviously walk around with all these bags on your back. Yeah. So I signed up to the gym. I just like found this program, and I was like, right, I need to build some strength and just get myself ready. Yeah. But you kind of go through that in training anyway. Like they put you through all the gym sessions, they teach you all the movements. So you probably wouldn't necessarily need it. But personally, I was like one of the fittest in Pirbright, like because of that training I had in my background. Like I was quite comfortable with the training there.
Yeah.
Cool. So we talked about phase 1, phase 2.
Yeah.
So what other courses then did you do? So obviously talked about your medic. Did you do like P Company?
Oh yes. Yeah. So
talk us through that.
Yeah, P Company. Probably one of my biggest achievements in the military.
Yeah. Can you bring that into civvy terms? What's P Company?
So they say it's the toughest course outside of SAS selection. I know there's some debate between whether it is or not. But basically it's a really hard running and tabbing course. So you basically just have to run really quickly on your feet and with a bag on your back, and do a few other little challenges in the middle. Like you got the obstacle course, you got a log.
Weapons as well though, yeah?
Most of the time, and
what weapon did you have?
Oh my God.
Standard SA?
It's actually a rubber version, so we don't have to clean it or anything.
Oh wow.
Messy.
Gosh, it's getting easier.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. And if you're lucky, some of them are lighter than others.
Oh, wow.
So if you get an early, you get the good one. But yeah, it's just a mixture, but mainly like running and tabbing with the Bergen on. And then stretcher
and timed trials as well. So like basic fitness tests, combat fitness tests.
Yeah, it's sorry, it's quite hard to like put into like civvy terms, but so we're not allowed to wear watches or anything, so you don't actually know like what the cutoff is. You don't know what pace you're going. You're just told you got to keep up, and that's that. Like, but yeah, there's certain outputs you have to hit throughout, and if you fall behind, you'll get given like a red card. And as soon as you get 3 red cards, that's you done off the course. But you get tested throughout. But yeah, it's a very, very challenging course.
Full on.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the hardest challenges I've done.
Out of that challenge then, and then obviously the selection and things, is there one moment that you were like, I could quite easily stop here and just go, or were you fully driven the whole way through it?
So when I actually passed, that was my second attempt of P Company. So I'd done it before, and I kind of knew it was coming, and I kind of like got to the second week, and I was like, I cannot do this again. Like I cannot put my body through this again. And I just kind of like had that determination. I was like, I really need to get through this, because I don't think I could bring myself to do it again. No. Just because of how like challenging it is mentally and physically, like, and like some people really do it a few times, but I was like, I just really want to pass it. So I think like it was kind of like halfway towards like the end of the course, I was just like pushing myself. And I think at the time you don't realize how much you are pushing yourself, because you're just on the person in front of you and you're like, I just got to keep going. And then like you don't realize how much you're like trying until you finish. You're like, wow, I did that. Like such a sense of achievement. But yeah, it's tough.
So the determination on the second time was that I'm not doing this for a third time.
Yeah.
Would you have done it a third time?
Probably, yeah. But like at the time you're like, oh no. Because the process leading up to it. So P Company itself is the 3.5 weeks in Catterick, but beforehand you have this whole like beat up phase, which is where the regiment puts you through like a build up program to like make you fit for P Company, but that itself is like 6 to 8 weeks, and that's like full commitment again, where you're like doing the exact same thing. So if you do fail, you've got to go through that whole process again. So you're looking at, I don't know, at least another few months. So it's a long process that you don't really want to repeat.
And how does P Company come around? Do you go, I want to do it, or do they sort of pick people out?
So my unit in Colchester is an airborne unit, so all the units in there have that airborne capability. So from the moment you get there, you kind of ask, like, do you want to do P Company? Like, they want to try and get you on the course. And it was something I actually heard about when I was in phase 2 in Lichfield, and I was like, wow, I want to give this a go. Like, it sounds pretty cool. And I vocalised that when I got to unit, and like really supportive. Everyone was really keen, and they do support you. Like, the regiment really want people to pass. Like, we don't actually have that many people that have passed. So the moment like someone's like, oh, I want to give it a go, they're like, yeah, get on it. So you do have like that full support behind you, which is really nice.
And what happened first time round then?
First time, I don't know. I think I kind of burnt out. Like, I was pushing myself and I was doing my own training before the course, and I actually like smashed the beat up program. I was doing really well, and then I got to Catterick and I was like, I'm just so fatigued. Like, I was just so tired, and like I think I just pushed my body too much before, and like I just couldn't keep up, and like I just couldn't do it at the time. And I was like, and it's that fine line of finding like how much you need to train before, and I just think I just didn't quite get it right, and I just unfortunately burnt out, and I just couldn't do it.
So is P Company the one that's tested you the most in your military career so far then, is it? Or has there been anything else that you've done?
Yeah, that'd be it. Well, physically, like, that's definitely the hardest thing I've ever done.
Cool, so well using our slogan Smarter Than Yesterday then, when you went into the second time, what was it that you were like, right, I've got to make sure I don't do that to become fatigue ready for that day one this time round?
I think I just really dialed in. Like, I analysed everything I did. Obviously, you have to do the beat up phase, but then like I really kind of went like full athlete mode. I was like, right, nutrition, rest, recovery, stretching, and like just doing as much as I could to make sure like I was rested and recovered and good to go the next day. Which is something like I probably didn't do the first time, and I was just kind of winging it, just giving it a go. But I was like, right, I need to get everything right and put myself in the best place possible, and I think it just paid off.
And do you use that now in your day-to-day with what you're doing now?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the couple like past years, I'd say, like I've really kind of like dialed in on like nutrition and like everything with fitness I do, like focusing on my strength, and obviously getting into Hyrox now and everything, like really balancing what I do, and like just having clear goals and making sure like I am focusing and doing the most I can to try and reach that goal.
Yeah, you talk about on being focused then. So do you have any doubts that kind of creep in that you kind of have to kick into place every so often or not?
Sometimes, like if I set myself a goal or like maybe like a time target, sometimes I'm sure you know you'll be on those sessions, you're like, I cannot hold this pace. Like I'll be doing like a speed session, I'll be like, I've got to hold this pace for like so many kilometers or something. And sometimes you do get that doubt, but I'm like, you know what, it'll be fine. Like race day comes and it's completely different.
It is, isn't it? I was going to say that. I don't know about you, like when I'm doing a session, I'm like, how am I going to hold this for like 40 minutes or whatever?
Yeah.
Race day comes and you're like, oh my God, how did I run that quick?
Yeah. Literally, it happens every time. I'm like, oh my God, I can't run this fast. And then like I'll do a run, I look at all my stats and that, and I'm like, how did I even run that fast?
Yeah, was that me? Who was wearing my watch?
Yeah, I'm like, am I sure? Like, I definitely can't run that quick.
Yeah.
So you've completed a few marathons then. How many in total?
So I've done 3 now.
Okay. So what drew you to that distance? Why specifically that? Why not ultra distance?
Oh, wow.
Why marathon?
Maybe it's on the cards. So my first marathon was London Marathon, and it was something I always wanted to do. And actually, the way it came around, I was offered a place with the army. So I'd recently passed P Company, And I was in the right place at the right time. And I actually met the athletics coach at the time, and she was like, I've got a place. Do you want to do it? And I was like, absolutely. Like, obviously London, big iconic race, which is like impossible to get in these days. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Like, something I'd kind of thought about. It wasn't like majorly on my cards, like something I was going for. But like, once she said, do you want to do it? I was like, yeah. Like, and it was great. Like, the atmosphere, like the whole thing, like I just loved it.
Did they allow you time to train then for that event, or?
Yeah, so I got asked, I think it was in January. So I did have like 4 months of like semi-training that I could do. I was actually away skiing at the time with the army, so that was like a few weeks knocked off, and then I had a few exercises here and there. But yeah, I just did as much as I could, and race day came and I did it.
And had you run that distance before?
No, absolutely not. I think
that was your longest, yeah.
I'd done like, I usually try and do like a long run at the weekend anyway. I think the furthest before I'd ran, I did like an 18 miler like a few weeks before, just to kind of like test the waters. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that'd be fine. Like, on race day, it's different. Like, you have the crowds behind you, like.
Yeah.
But when it did come to race day, I think I got to like mile 20, and I was like, oh my God. Like, you hear of people talking about the wall, and I hit that wall.
Yeah, I mean, we never train our athletes above 20 miles because the reward after that is pointless and the fatigue is pointless. So, yeah, you've got to kind of almost suck up a little bit there and go, okay, as you know, dig deep and dig in. So,
yeah. And what time did you get there?
So that was my PB. I got 3:16.
3:16 first attempt. Yeah,
that's not a bad attempt, is it?
Which again, like looking back, I'm like, how did I do that? Like, I think because of like the atmosphere and like you just have crowds the whole way. Like, I think I was just so like, wow, this is great. Like, I wasn't really paying attention, and then suddenly I'm like, wow, like look at this time I've done. But yeah, I surprised myself. But,
yeah. No, that's pretty
very impressive. Time.
First time round, and in not like fully dedicated marathon training with all the other stuff. Do you find that when you're doing those runs, you build some sort of, I don't know, resilience and sort of power, so that when you're struggling, maybe in training or whatever it might be, because 3 hours, was it 16?
Yeah.
Of putting your body through it. That's a lot, isn't it? You can learn a lot about yourself in that time.
Yeah. I think I personally try and break it down. I know like a lot of people do, like they'll break it into like 10Ks or whatever they do. But I like kind of like break it into like 10Ks. I'm like, right, 10K 4 times and a little bit.
There's always some loser on the side going, 20 more park runs.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God. I'm like, don't say that to me.
That's that Muppet when you've done a mile and they go, nearly there on a sign, like.
Yeah, come on, like, don't lie to me. Yeah, I think I just tell myself, like, it's not forever. Like, people say pain is temporary, but like it is. Like, you know it's going to end. Yeah. And if I run slower, it'll take longer. So I may as well keep going because the end will come eventually.
Yeah, it will.
That's pretty much my mindset. I'm like, it's got to finish at some point.
Is your military mindset then? Does that help you racing then? Do you kind of use some techniques in that, like switching off? And
I think so, yeah. Like, I consider myself quite a mentally resilient person. So I think, like, when I am struggling, I know I can get through it. Yeah. And, like, I've been in places where I've been struggling and, like, I just think, like, I'm like, oh, come on, Addie. Like, you can do this. Like, just get through it. And I just kind of, like, lock in and I'm like, it's fine. Like, I just know the end's in sight and just, it'll finish at some point.
Do you struggle at all with obviously the military courses, the P company, the marathon? We'll get on to your recent 10K PB. They're high adrenaline, they're high endorphins, they're really, really good moments. Do you struggle when, let's say, you're off the military and you're back home? And I mean, we've just had Christmas, for example. Yeah. How do you struggle? Do you have that downtime? Do you need to always give yourself something to have? Are you always on? Do you ever turn off? You know,
no, not really. No. I think I always like to have a goal in sight. Obviously, with the military, it can be quite hard because you don't know where you are half the time. Yeah. Especially with myself, I'm at quite a high readiness unit, and a lot of things do crop up last minute. So it's being able to kind of work around that and still having my goals. So like, a lot of the times things I do will be quite last minute. Like, I'll look on Facebook and I'll be like, right, what races are on this weekend? Like, or like what's happening in the next few weeks that I can do. So like I try and always have a goal, but like if not, it's nice to just kind of like have a few weeks chilling, and like I quite enjoy.
Do you chill though?
Well, no, I still train. I still go running, go to the gym, and that.
Yeah, and that's chilling.
Yeah,
it is, isn't it? No, I'm very much the same. You can't sit still.
No. Like, I just always like to do something. Like
yeah,
have something in sight, have a goal, and yeah.
So you've just talked about a pretty speedy marathon. The other two, then they weren't as quick. Where were they?
So I did the Southampton Marathon a couple of years ago, I think. That was me and my partner ran that one together. And that was like one of those off the bat ones.
You're
like,
blaming him then?
Yeah. No.
Fair enough.
No. He actually mentioned it because we were on about doing a marathon. And I think we signed up to it like a month before, and like there were still places, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Like, how bad can it be? Done it before, and oh my god, we paid
for that one.
We paid the price. I think we did like 350 maybe. It was under 4. It was like 345, 350.
Still great going, isn't it?
Yeah, really. But like I found that one so much harder. Like I hadn't really trained for it. I think we did a couple long runs, but like maybe 15 miles, and we were like, yeah, how can it be? Like, we're runners, we can do this.
Yeah.
And then we suffered.
Was your body sore after that day, or after some military exercise?
Yeah, it was bad that day. And I actually got blisters on that run as well.
Did you?
I had a new pair of shoes that I hadn't really worn in, and he told me off for that one. But so I paid the price with that as well. But yeah, it just, well, as you know, like a marathon, it takes it out of you. Like, you're sore for days, weeks. The recovery does take time.
It's interesting what you said there, though, because I think Mo Farah said that he has so much respect for people being out running for longer. You know, he's done half marathon, he's done an hour, finished. Some people there 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah. And he said the respect he's got for those people, is phenomenal because, like you say, it's so much harder.
Yeah.
It is hard. It's hard. Whatever, a mile's still a mile. But you're out there doing it for longer.
Yeah,
that takes a lot of.
It does, yeah.
I think it's relative effort, isn't it? Because if you run a 3:16 or a 5-hour marathon, the relative effort is based on what you're doing.
Exactly.
And someone said that recently about a park run. They were saying, about the 5K distance, about how if I'm, someone's blitzing a sub 20, but then someone's blitzing a 30, the relative effort for the person that's doing the 30 is exactly the same to them.
Yeah.
They've worked just as hard. It's just in a different time frame.
But if not harder.
Yeah, if not harder,
for longer, they had to work for longer.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and put their body through stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Big time.
Yeah. So, marathon distance, we've just spoken about that. And I know that you're really proud because you just recently hit your sub 40 10K.
Yeah.
How long has that been a goal? And take us to like times when you've been really close to it and how you felt after it. And then obviously talk to us about the most recent one.
Yeah, so sub 40, obviously it's like the magical barrier, like the big goal that everyone wants to get. And kind of like as soon as I started my running career, like when I was like 18, I was like, okay, like I want to do this. And like I've managed to get a lot of like sub 25Ks, but it's obviously being able to do that like twice in a row. Yeah. And the closest I got was actually, I think it was 2 years ago, at the same course where I got my PB. It was 40 minutes, I think it was like 15 seconds.
Oh, gutted.
And I was like, but at the time I didn't know I was that close. I was just like racing. And then I was like getting towards the end and I was like, oh my God, I'm close here. And like, I just narrowly missed out. But like 10K's a distance I don't race loads. I don't really do many like fast 10Ks, but it's always like been a goal of mine. Like it's something I've always wanted to do. And yeah, the other weekend, I did the Hereford 10K and I got 39.49.
Nice.
Which
Hereford Couriers 10K.
Yeah. Which is quite a hilly course. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, flat. You need to go out on a flat one.
Right.
I know. I don't know if the hills work in my favour because, like, you do get recovery though, don't you, downhill?
I like hills,
yeah. True that.
Yeah, otherwise it just ends up being a time trial.
That's what I mean. Otherwise, if it's always flat, you have no recovery.
It's flat out all the way, isn't it?
Whereas, like, I know it's hilly.
It's true that, yeah.
But you do have that like slight breather on the down. You're like, okay, right, compose myself, and we'll go again.
Yeah, fully agree with that.
Yeah.
I like a rolling course.
I think I did about 50 miles up and down Everston Hill, literally up, down, up, down, up, down. And I was like, I looked at my average after. I was like, how the hell's my average so like quick? But it's because on the downs I was doing like 7-minute miles, 7:15, and on the ups it was like 8:30 or 9. But then you get down that quicker, don't you? And I was like, what? But then, like you say, on that, like you say, because you've got obviously, I also find as well, if you've got a hill, you push yourself a bit more because you're like, right, I've got to get up here.
Got to get up it, yeah.
And then you get, like you say, the regen coming down the hill, and you can open the legs up properly, can't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I think those courses just favour me. And again, like, I didn't really think I'd be near the time because I hadn't raced that distance in a while, so I didn't actually know like what kind of fitness I was at. And then I did like the first 5k. I think I did it in like 19 and a half or like 1940, and I was like, oh, okay, like maybe, like we'll see. And then just as I was going along, I kind of looked at my watch, and I think I was at like 32 minutes, and I was like working out the distance of how far I had to go, and I was like, maybe we could be on. And then I got to like the final turn, and I think I'd like less than a minute to get to the finish line, and I was going like 5-minute miles. I was like, I need to get there.
I say around that course is great because there's no support around there. It's quite lonely.
It is, yeah.
So yeah, fair play to you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's pretty big.
So moving on to Hyrox then.
Do you know what Hyrox is, Darren?
Not a clue, mate.
Come on.
No, I've obviously seen it. Who hasn't seen it? It's everywhere, isn't it? It's the new kind of.
It's taking the world by storm, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's huge, isn't it? It's fair play to them. They're raking it in.
Yeah, Hyrox.
Oh god, yeah. The amount of money they charge.
And charging spectators to go and watch it as well, which is
that's clever, that, isn't it?
Yeah, fair play. Yeah. what a business model.
Yeah,
well, absolutely brilliant. Talk us through that then. So you've gone from obviously still in the military, go through that process, going to running. You're still doing the running, but then you've gone a bit Hyrox as well.
Yeah, so I kind of saw it on obviously at social media, and I'd seen like a few people on YouTube like documenting it, and I was like, I want to do this. I was like, how hard can it be? Like, it's just running and then like a few stations in the middle. And then I just I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I did my first Hyrox in Berlin. That was women's doubles, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah. It was great, like, and like the atmosphere, the whole course. It was honestly insane. And I was like, wow, I love this. Like, it's honestly so cool. And then from there, it just kind of like stemmed my love of Hyrox. And I don't even know how many I've done now, but I've done a few and really enjoying it.
Cool. So what's your PB on that?
So my PB, so I currently race in the pro category in the women. I've done 3 now in the pro category, and my PB is 1 hour 10.
1 hour 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
that's a pat on the back as well. It's 10k.
Yeah, I think I've come a long way. My first solo I did last year, that was non-pro, and that was 117. And then I had a like big training block, really focusing on Hyrox.
Yeah.
And then did my first pro in Birmingham at the end of last year, and then I got like 113, and I was like, wow, I can do this.
Yeah.
And that pro was, I didn't even want to do the pro category. It was because the open had sold out, and I was like, I'm just gonna do the pro. Like,
the pro's a slightly heavier weight, isn't it?
Yeah. So the pro is the men's open weight.
Yeah.
So it would be what you did on like mixed doubles. So like, men's open weight, and it's just obviously a lot heavier than the normal weight. But yeah, I just thought, why not? And then here we are.
So a quick run round for anybody that doesn't know what Hyrox is. Tell us, you go in there, the big arena.
Yeah.
And how does it work from the start to the end?
So it's 8 runs and 8 stations. You do a run before every station. The run is 1k, 1,000 kilometers, and depending on the course layout, it might be like 1 to 4 laps. So venue dependent how the setup is. And then you do a station. So the stations are 1,000 meter ski erg, the sled push. I actually can't remember the distances. Sled push, sled pull, the burpee broad jump. Oh my god.
Farmer's carry?
Yeah, farmer's carry, row, lunges, and the wall balls. I've probably got that in the wrong order.
Wall balls to finish.
Yeah, 100 wall balls to finish.
100.
Which is awful.
And what weight?
6 kg.
6 for the females 4, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So opens 4.
You're going to 6.
Pro 6. And like you do.
That's a top target as well. Then you have to do
women's bottom target.
Okay.
But it's like one of those things you do 10, you're like, yeah, I'm fine. Get past that, and you're like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Is the wall balls the hardest? Is it just because it's at the end, or is there another section that you think, oh god, this is a killer?
The burpees is obviously like very hard. You just gotta like pace yourself on that. The other stations, like I quite enjoy them all, but yeah, the wall balls, like you just
the wall balls, there's quite a lot of rules, isn't there? Heels down, can't lift up, can't
you gotta,
drop
like,
it down, can't
break
drop the ball.
90% and all this, and like
and there is somebody literally counting every single time.
Most venues now have like the electronic targets, so you can see what you're on. Right. But yeah, like I think because of how competitive Hyrox is getting now, like the rules are so strict, and like the judges will be on you all the time. They're like, oh, make sure you don't go over the line, like, and they'll be like on you, like looking exactly where you are. So you can't get you can't get away with anything though.
That's a great business they got going, but the amount of kit you see online, don't you, like say social media, and the amount of like ski ergs they got, you're like, wow, there's some money's worth there.
Yeah.
They have invested into it, so fair play.
100%, yeah.
It's great.
So is there a long-term goal with Hyrox? You said you've done 3 pros. What does that do? Do you get like credit scores? Do you get like, I don't know, how does it work?
No, so you just race it, and then you get all your online stats, and you can see where you come, like compared to other people. But every race is different because of the layout and because of the venue. It's quite hard to compare races because you can't like scrutinize one time against another because the layout's different. So it's quite hard to like gauge how you did on certain things. But my goal was to get on the podium in my age category, so I can go to World Champs. However, I raced Dublin at the end of last year, where I got my PB 110, and I was 5th in my age category. And like a month later, I had an email, and they were like, "You've qualified for World Champs," and I was like, "What? Like, how's this happened?" But basically, I was 5th in my age category, and the 1st and 2nd had already qualified. So it just like went down the rankings. So like technically it's like fastest loser, but I'll take it. I was like, oh my god, like that's crazy. So
take that.
Qualified for World Champs. That is in Stockholm in June.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your preparation for that then? How are you gonna prepare for that?
Just kind of like focus on my weaknesses. Like I know what I need to improve at, like wall balls being one of them. And it's just like training the stations in the gym, like, and especially on fatigued legs, like
that's got to work around your military career, isn't it? So you've got to fit that in. So that's busy.
It's very hard. Now I have like specific goals, and I also have like unit PT. Like to me, I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do that because I'm like, what benefit am I getting? Like I want to do this. I don't want to do that. So it's like having to fit around my personal like programming around what I have to do like weekly. So sometimes it can be like all over the place, but I just got to make it work, really.
Manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be tough. Like you say, what benefits it's doing, but you've got to conform, haven't you?
Yeah, because you think like all these professional athletes, they have this like program and they know exactly what they're doing. Whereas like they could tell me, oh, 5-mile run tomorrow. Oh, we're going to do a gym session tomorrow. And I'm like, but I did this run yesterday. Oh, I did train legs yesterday. And now you want me to go on this sprint interval run or something. And I'm like, oh, so it is hard like working around, but I'll figure out.
Yeah, so with the Hyrox athletes like you mentioned there, so obviously with triathletes, marathoners, whatever, they are paid athletes.
Yeah.
Are there paid Hyrox athletes?
There are, yeah. Oh. So they have what's called the Elite 15. That's like the top 15 athletes in Hyrox. And they're on all these like brand sponsorships, as most athletes are, getting all the cash prizes and everything. But
they get all the best stuff, like best recovery, best everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? Like paid athlete. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm past that.
So when's the World Champs?
June.
Yeah. And where is it?
Stockholm.
Wow. Yeah. So people like that are just going to be next level, aren't they?
Yeah. But it's also like race dependent because you never know who's going to be at a certain race. So like on the podium, first place at one venue might be 102, whereas in a different venue, first place might be 110, 112. So it's all dependent on who turns up at the race. So like sometimes I'll look online and I'll be like, what race can I do that no one will be at? Like, what's some rogue Hyrox that no one will go to?
Yeah.
Because I want to get a flag. That's my goal. So I'm just kind of like,
qualifies you for a flag?
Just top 3 in your age category.
Top 3 in your age category.
So yeah, Dublin was the closest I got, 5th. It's just like trying to find a race that maybe clashes with another popular one. So like you got to find one
like
that no one will be at. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've got to go do some like rogue one and maybe miles away. Who knows?
Kazakhstan or something.
Yeah.
It must be a competitive age group though.
Mine's not too bad. I'm in the under 24s, 24 and under.
Yeah.
But I'm also 24. So when I have my birthday and I turn 25, I'll then be in the hardest category. So I need to do it now. I need to do it now before I hit 25.
You do like the opposite of people when they get a bit older and they go in the old categories, don't they?
It's like the senior category. Like that's when I'm in running, it's like senior women. And that's like the biggest age category and it's the hardest one. Like that's where you do want to be older. But yeah, it's just the most competitive. So I need to do it before I hit 25.
Is there anything next after Hyrox? Was that you in for the long haul?
Yeah, I just really enjoy Hyrox.
So
like
if there's anything more insane that comes out, you'll probably do that.
Yeah,
there'll be something else coming.
Something else will come out.
Media.
Yeah,
you'll go to that and have a go at that. Yeah.
Well, I'm keen to get you into ultra marathons.
I mean, I'd give it a go. Like it's just a bit over a marathon, isn't it? You don't have to do like 100k. So
no.
You should do 50k. Like,
if you talk to him.
No, there's a good one in Abergavenny with Pegasus Trail. It's a 30 miler. That's raceable.
That's not too bad.
That's
30
good.
miles. Okay.
Yeah.
I might be able to do that.
2028. We'll do it.
Loads of time, yeah.
Yeah, we'll race for that one. No, brilliant. Addie, we've touched on Smarter Than Yesterday slogan a little bit, but we want to sort of jump into that segment now. So, looking at everything you've done over the period of time, I guess what we've done is built up a story to the Hyrox where, let's say, early doors in the army, you might have had a section where you were struggling, and you talked about how you didn't quite make P company the first time round and what you did second time round. What do you take into everything that you do day to day now that you believe is a smarter decision than the day before? Is there like a habit that you do daily, or?
I just it's just routine more than anything. Like when I didn't pass P company the first time, I was actually like really down about it, and I was like just quite sad. Like I kind of failed it, and it was like a goal that I'd always wanted to do, and then having that like taken away from you, not hitting that, I was like, wow, like I've not done it. Like, and I was like quite like sad, and I was like, well, what now? And I think it was just being able to turn it around and just going again. But yeah, day to day, like I think it's just routine. Like I said, like dialing in on all the things like nutrition and sleep, recovery, rest. Like doing all that helps me mentally as well, because I know I'm doing as much as I can for myself, and putting myself in the best place to hit all those goals.
Yeah, you feel like you can get to the start line or whatever it is and say, I've given myself the best opportunity.
Yeah, I think, it's just about preparing as best as you can, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
And your military career is obviously setting you up for that kind of that mindset. And you're taking a lot of your military mindset and you're putting that into other stuff, aren't you? So.
Yeah, 100%. Like that stuff gets dialed into you from day one, the whole mindset, mentality and everything. And that does obviously play a big part day to day in my life, and being able to transfer that to like my personal journey and everything, like it definitely does help, having that strong mentality.
Yeah. I liked what you said though when you said that the whole pain is temporary thing. It's about applying a section of time to what it is that you're doing, and know that this time in an hour it'll be over, or this time in 2 hours it'll be over, or whatever it might be. That's really nice.
Yeah. And I think it's just having like that faith in yourself, like knowing that you've done the work and you've put it in, and just like being able to enjoy it on race day because you know you've done as much as you can, and just kind of going out and enjoying it.
Race day is the reward, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I heard
it's the fun part.
I think it might have been either American footballer or footballer yesterday on a podcast saying that we as athletes actually get paid to train. He said the game itself is our reward, it's our fun bit.
Yeah.
And that's the same with race, isn't it? The race is the victory lap.
Exactly.
The training is the bit that's the hardest bit.
That's the hard bit.
Going out at 5 a.m, doing double sessions when you said it earlier, getting heavy legs and then being told to go for a run. That's the hard bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The event is the victory lap, it's the race day, it's the bit that you should enjoy. Yeah.
Love it. Let's do some quick fire questions then.
Oh gosh.
Okay, quick fire.
Quick fire, okay.
What's the hardest workout you've ever done?
Hardest workout? Probably some like disgusting gym session, like where I've just been hanging and I've just had to push.
Give us a little bit more. Go on. What happened in that gym session then? Why was it hard?
Where was it? What was the time?
Yeah.
It was actually while I was on P Company. We did like a gym session in the gym, and it was just like pure running, pure like, not like stress positions, but like you got to hold your feet 6 inches above the floor, and you got to plank and everything. And I was just in the locker. Yeah. It was awful.
Yeah.
In the locker.
And that was worse than like a Hyrox at flat out.
Yeah. Because like you're just in pure pain then, whereas like in Hyrox, I say I pace myself, but like you kind of know what's coming as well. Whereas like during that session, you don't know when the end is,
sure, yeah.
and you
they almost want
just
to
keep
break
going.
you.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna keep going till someone drops off, and you're like, oh my god, like you don't know how long that's gonna be.
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. You've sort of mentioned fuel in a few of the conversations we've had, and dialing in that in how important it is. Is there like a single fuel, or you touched on having your electrolytes earlier? Is there a single fuel or something, or a couple of things that you have to now use every day to perform?
I think like I've thought a lot about my nutrition over like the past year, and it's just kind of like balance, like making sure I hit my protein goals, like carbs and everything. And like I've come to realize that like food is fuel, like, and how much important it is to be able to perform, and like knowing that you need the energy. So I've kind of like realized that, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but like you need fuel to perform, like, so being able to like fuel my body and know that I'll be able to perform. Yeah.
And do you ever have to do like sort of depleted workouts, and to like know that when you have to get to that time? I mean, like say with the military, is there like times where you are like, I'm absolutely starving here, but I know I can't eat?
Yeah, like, and especially when we go on exercise and we get given rations, like that's the worst possible thing.
You do still get sausage and beans?
Yeah, classic breakfast. But like, just the food is awful. Like rations aren't nice, and knowing like what you could be having, and you're like,
that's probably it.
And I'm like, what benefit is this giving me? Like,
I'm
not hitting my protein goals or anything eating this. But I've got no choice, so you got to do it.
Real. What's a discipline habit that you've installed in yourself that you would say to anybody listening to this that they should try?
Just like believe in yourself and like have a clear goal, and like a realistic goal. I think a lot of people maybe aim too high, or like they see what other people are doing online or like on social media. But I think it's important to have a clear and realistic goal that is achievable.
Yeah. I like what you say about realistic goals, because again, goals move, don't they? Like,
exactly.
You didn't go start Hyrox and go, right, I want an age category. I want to.
Exactly.
It moves, doesn't it, with you? So as you improve, as you get better, as you get more experience.
Yeah. Like my first goal on Hyrox was to cross the finish line, and like you go, oh yeah, I've got this time, and yeah. So I think it's just starting small and then building from there. Like Brilliant. You can only get better, so may as well progress.
Would you advise that then, if someone's not sure how to set that sort of more realistic goal, would you advise maybe in the first instance to do what you've just said and just go and finish whatever it is that you want to do, recce it, see what it's about, and then set yourself a goal?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I wouldn't really go into a challenge and put some unrealistic goal on myself. Like, in the first instance, you want to be able to enjoy it. So I think just getting through it, or at least giving it a go, like that should be your goal. Like, don't put pressure on yourself. Like, obviously in some races I might be like, oh, I need to do this time, I need to make sure I do this, but at the end of the day it's just being able to enjoy it and like looking back on it and realizing you've still made a massive achievement no matter the time or how far you've got.
No, that's good.
You've talked about recovery quite a lot and how important it is to you, and it should be to everybody, but what's your recovery ritual then?
I'm still working on stretching. Okay. That's
aren't we all?
Every athlete is.
Like I try and do it after every session, but you know what it's like. You get back and you just want to like cook dinner or like do 100 different other things.
My foam roller stairs, it'd be a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've used that in years. But also realizing a big thing for me was like, you don't have to run fast all the time, and the importance of
You said it out loud.
You don't always have to run fast. Like, you don't need to put that pressure on yourself, and like realizing that to get quicker you also need to run slower, and it's about building that endurance. Yeah, exactly.
I plant it into my athletes all the time. Mum, and they hate it at first, and all of a sudden they go, "Oh, he was right." You're like, yeah.
But like, there's nothing better than going, "Oh, easy run today, great."
Yeah, I actually love the easy run. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, when is it?
Yeah,
but the benefits from that easy run,
huge,
are huge, absolutely amazing.
Active recovery, as we call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. What is next for Addy Carter?
So, Hyrox in June, and I actually qualified for London again with my good for age time. So I ran the Bedford Marathon last summer, and I got 3:31. Wasn't sure if I was going to make it. But yeah, I had an email a month or so ago, and yeah, I qualified for London. So that's also on the cards as well. To start training for that, really. Now we're in the new year, it's kind of training block time.
Yeah. So what's your goal, and then tell us your real goal?
It's hard because I've got Hyrox World Champs, so that's actually my primary goal.
Race,
because that's something I've never done before. I want to put my main energy and focus into that. So this time round, London will be more of an experience and just enjoying it. Because I've qualified, like, there's no time pressure for me. I think I'm going to still implement those long runs at the weekend, but the running volume won't be as high, and it's more of enjoying it and whilst still focusing on Hyrox.
Yeah.
It's hard to balance both.
No, I can imagine. Do you reckon running is a strength in Hyrox? Do you reckon it's one of the things that makes you strong in it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think that's the main foundation. Like, you have to be able to run quickly.
Yeah.
And I've found that it really helps. Like, all the top athletes, a lot of them do come from like running backgrounds. A lot of them might be like 400-meter sprinters, or they've come from like certain speed distances. And it really shows when you look at people's like running time splits. So that's definitely helped me with like my times. It's just trying to balance the running and the strength. That's the hardest thing.
What life's about.
Yeah.
Balance. No. Balance isn't.
It's all balance.
Balance isn't a word.
Yeah.
Listen, Addie, thank you very much. I think we will want to sit down with you at the end of next year and see where you've got to.
Yeah, it'll be exciting.
And we'll see where you've got to with that World Championship.
Yeah.
So, listen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We wish you the best for this year.
Yeah, and I fully enjoyed talking to you, and I think you are a big advocate of the Smarter Than Yesterday slogan, because everything you say, it's all lessons that you've learned along the way, and it's applying it to your life training, and it's great.
Yeah,
thank you. Very enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
No worries. Cheers, Addie.
Thank you.
Addie, thank you so much for sharing your journey. Your story shows what real resilience looks like, built through pressure, purpose, and the courage to keep moving forward.
And you've shown exactly what it means to live smarter than yesterday.
Now, if you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure that you like, subscribe, comment. And if you've got any questions for Addie or us, then please do put them in the comments tab. And let's always remember to be smarter than yesterday.